2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it looks like he's trying to beat Lexi Thompson. Not too many people can boast that feat.
Yeah, Luke, Lexi Thompson is golfing royalty. She's been around for about 100 years, gaining the experience, gaining the trophies, gaining hearts out on the LPGA Tour. She's got it all going for her, and if it was me, I'd rather just sit back and watch and have a masterclass. I don't think I'd take her on.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson, this is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. And he's down there.
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby. Just in case Lexi thought that she was going to dominate the match today in this rivalry, he's come out and put that down, laid that gauntlet down, and now I think things will get interesting.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it, so yes, birdie on the first, great job.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
This is Lexi Thompson.
Oh, that impressed me and her.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
This one's tracking.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
At -2, going along nicely today.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one.
A bit wild on approach there.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
This one's looking good.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
This player is putting for fun.
Currently 2 under for the day. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Setting up in some very deep rough.
Going with the 7.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Good shot there, Beamer. Par putt coming up here. Hey, nice looking line.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Sitting at 2 under. Oh, from one bunker to another. That's got to hurt. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Okay, so that's step one, but now going to hold a mid-range putt. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, almost went in. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a three-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Oh, that was pure. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Going with the hybrid. And here we are with the third shot. Very crafty, that shot.
Great touch.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This putt for par here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
That's disappointing. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
This one heading to the bunker.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
On a nice line.
Yeah, good putt. Well holed.
He finds himself in a share of 13th.
The par 5 ninth is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
That should find the cut stuff.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace.
And that's the line in the sand.
Time for the 5th shot. 5 shots off the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
I really like the look of this. It couldn't be lying any more perfect.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
A couple under at this stage.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Time now for the 4th shot. This is their 5th shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
This next putt for double bogey.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And that ensures that he's back to even par now.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
That's a good bogey in the end.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Sitting at +1.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last.
And let's have another look at that one. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Nicely done.
And here we are with the third shot. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Go on, get in the hole. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Oh, that was flushed.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's not going to find the fairway. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Playing this shot from 120 yards.
That one should find the surface.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This one started out on a good line. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Going with the 6-iron here. Yeah, nicely played.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Oh, that's stellar play. Back-to-back birdies, and what a time to make them. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par.
Well, fatherhood seems to be working for Harold Varner. He's back on top of this leaderboard.
th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. That should set up another chance. This would be a good putt to make, to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Looking really good, this one. And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Aisle 1, sunscreen. That's exactly what they're going to need, headed to the sand.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Sitting at 3 under par. Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away.
So far, so good.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
If that's the right pace, this should drop.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Harold Varner III currently on top of things as it stands.
Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Pretty good shot there.
Time for the second shot on the 18th.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
And this putt for a final score of 68. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. It's just about 3 feet away. And with it, that concludes his event.
Well, Henny, when we saw this player pick out Lexi Thompson as their rival, we thought, wow, that was bold, that was ambitious, but they were up to the task and delivered the win.
Luke, Lexi does not take any prisoners. This player challenged her at the beginning of this event and beat her in the end. Great to be able to follow this individual battle throughout the event.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.